guys, Ghost here. Today we are back in the shop. I'm going to be working on the Power Wheels once again, but today this will probably be the last vlog of the Power Wheels for probably maybe a week or so, because I do have parts coming in, but I can't do anything till the parts get here and everything. So, and I got to get some more metal. So this will be the last one, but I do want to get the shocks and stuff mounted to the frame and the front axle. So if you haven't seen the videos, make sure you watch the last couple of videos, stuff that kind of explains what we're building. If you don't know what we're building a giant monster truck Power Wheels thing. Yeah, right there. Thing's gonna be a beast. Anyway, so today we are gonna be making some shock brackets. I hate making those, it takes so long. And we're also going to be welding up the front. This actually fell off the table and it didn't break. It went to tack weld, so I'm pretty proud of that. They both fell off though. But we are going to be putting the metal along the top here. I might have overbuilt this a little bit, just a little bit. It might weigh a lot. And it was only supposed to just look beefy, but it actually is beefy. But we're going to be making shock mounts with that, putting top on that, and everything. Also, make sure you head over to ghostworkshop.com, pick you up your hamster wheels hat or your ghost merch. Help your boy out. You know, all proceeds go to fixing up all the pieces of crap that I've got. But anyway, since we do have parts coming in and I have to take a break from the Power Wheels, we are going to be working on the first gen. A lot of people's been asking about that truck. We're bringing it back. Also, if you're not following it, follow me on GSparks11 on Instagram, and also Pink Out and the Ghost on TikTok. Like, y'all have been blowing TikTok up. I think we've hit just the little Power Wheels segment we've been on. We've hit our 2nd million view little video. Like, y'all been knocking it out. I think we're getting ready to hit like 90-some thousand followers on there, so that's insane, because it's just me acting stupid, but apparently everybody likes stuff like that. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, so I got like the T, basically how we was going to make it. Still got to cut one little piece there, and I have enough. I'm pretty sure I can go here and do here, so we'll do it there, because I was thinking if I had that there, and basically all this right here is going to be the only thing holding it, is just that metal right there, unless I did trusses. But when I get all this welded and I had that there, that would kind of give a little like anchor point that I could weld it. Same for over here. So I want to go ahead and cut those out and be good. And also, to help make it center, before I cut the whole entire bar, this is 1 inch, so I just went to a 1/2 inch, drew a line all the way down the whole bar, so basically I didn't have to go through every bar and measure it, so the whole bar had a line. So when I did a little measurement, cut it, I knew how I could line it up, and basically everything is lining up all through there on that line, and I know that line equals where I need to have the center. So once I cut this, we'll do that. We should have just enough. Like I say, knock on wood, get a little bit lucky so far with the metal, but I know I'm like, basically after I cut this, I only got like the 3-inch stock, and then, or flat, and then the 2-inch flat stock, and then I got, I think, a 3-foot piece of, I forgot what size, the tubing, and then I think probably maybe 1 inch or 1.5 foot of another piece. So I definitely got to get probably about 3 more pieces of the tubing. That will help us finish the links. But since I do have the tubing, I might have to end up, instead of doing the shock mounts upward, we might have to do them downward. Kind of really don't want to, but going to have to at this point, because I think to get away with it, I'm going to do the shock mount here and shock mount over there. So a shock will mount there and go up, and then we'll have our 4-link going to the frame, Then our top 2 links going to the bottom of the frame, just like it is on the rear end. So I think we can get away with that. So we definitely want to be as strong. I'll probably end up cutting a little bit of gussets to put here on each side because I want that to be good and not wave back and forth. And mounting everything on this little truss will kind of make up for the problem that we're having with the top of the frame and of course the rear end. So I think we're getting it. I wish the rear end actually kind of looked like this because it kind of looks more like rear end than what we have, but this doesn't have a motor or anything on there. And I was looking online and there's a couple of different things I should have done. And of course, as soon as you start a project and you're almost done, well, we're not almost done, but we're getting close, you think, I know exactly how I should have done it different, so it'd be a whole lot better. So next time we do build one of these, which me and Katie has discussed, like this, it's gonna be a monster, bigger than this. Whenever we do build it, probably in the wintertime or something, that we're definitely going to be using, you know, definitely going to be using the method I have in my head and the axles and stuff that I found and everything. But let's go ahead, finish cutting this up. And luckily I had just enough magnets, so after I weld this, I'll take the magnets and I'll use down here. So pretty good. Harbor Freight magnets for the win! I think I bought 2 packs. I probably need like 5 more packs. Alright, so got it tacked up and everything. It's still hot. But should go anywhere. I never cut that piece right there yet, but as you see when I cut it, it should fit under it. For this piece, it's just going to be a real narrow piece, and of course out here. What I'll probably do is make it come out just a little bit like this one, so when I butt that up, it goes like that. Now right here is a crease, but when I do actually go to weld it, I'll weld it straight across, and then we'll grind it down, make it look good. But looks a lot better than it just this flat stock that was on it. I think it kind of has a little bit more depth. That's what you call it, like more depth. I don't know. But anyways, got that. The next thing would be to do is to make some shock mounts. One here, one over there, and of course the top. One of the things is I don't really think we'll be able to make it is this is what I make it out of. So what we'll do is make it like that, mark it, and then I just have to tack weld it and fit it, and then I can weld it so the shocks will be on each side. I'll have to kind of figure out where everything's going to be, because just this piece here is a 24. I'm not counting these yet because these got to be beat in and then I'll weld them. But I'm just going through here. It's a 24-inch piece, and then the frame itself is was it 14 if I'm not mistaken. So it's 14. So if you take, here's roughly the middle of it. If you do 7, 14 is about right here, and about right here. So worst case scenario is I build a really high shock mount, which I know people are going to be like, oh no, I've actually seen that. I've actually seen really high like 4-link bars too, like the mount was super high. So that's actually, I've seen stuff like that. Make a higher shock mount, and then over here they kind of fix the length of it. So we might end up doing that. So if we put the shock here, we'll have to have another here. But tell me how cool this actually looks. Yeah! Ah! Well, that'll be there and that'll be up there. That actually looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Looks pretty good. And then of course these can turn, or they're really hard to turn. I don't think this thing's gonna have all the flex because these shocks are like super hard. But like literally this front end, I don't know how much do you think this thing weighs.
I don't know.
Front end. That's a good. I don't know, probably 8 to 10 pounds. So you add...
Is that heavier than Georgia?
No. No. But then you take 8 to 10 pounds, say 10 pounds right now for a front end, and in the back I know it's probably every bit of like 12 to 13. Plus you put the motor on it, probably takes it up probably about 20 pounds. So, I mean, this thing's going to be around 100 pounds. That's what I kind of figured it would be. So that's not too bad. I think these shocks are rated, each one's that, you know, can have 350 pounds on each thing. So it's going to be like fat guy friendly. Well, not really, because my back could compress one. So I don't know if it's going to be big guy friendly or not, but I'll tell you what, you won't see my fat stuff on that thing. No. I get stuck in the body. But so now we got to make some mounts, but I'm out of this. I really don't want to use this because like this is basically I think $7 versus like $15. So I might just get 2 of these. Then I got to get well, daggone it, I got to get some of these. I got little scrap pieces laying around, but still might not be enough. So I'm going to see if I can find some pieces. If not, then we're probably going to be kind of just out of luck right now. But I would love to get at least the shock mounts on this, and we can see what we're doing for the other. Have it like that, and our shock will sit on there like that. It won't be that high, but I just have to get the angle of that. So we're going to weld it like that. So we'll have a little shock mount, and be good. So I just need to find out how high we actually need to do it, and then our other shock is going to be over here. Because this is 7 and 7. It's 14. It's a 24, but then we got 12 in the middle, so we halved it. Then we're going 7 on each because a frame itself is 14 inches. So we're going to do 7 and 7. This is going to be, I'm going to put it on this side here. I'm going to put this on this side. And the only reason I'm actually not putting it right at 7 is since the frame is 7. I'm going to put it on the outside of it because when I put the actual mounts on the frame, it'll stick out some. So I'm kind of making up for that little sticking out part. So, thinking ahead. If I thought ahead, I would have done a lot of stuff I've done already. Alright, so I want to make a couple of those. We got to drill holes in them. My drill bit's getting dull, unfortunately. And I think I might have some shock bolts. Might be cutting this video short because we're running out of supplies and I've got stuff on order for the rest of it. So like I said, after we get done with all this, it'll be probably about a week before you see it again because I've got stuff on this wheel, which is hubs and hinge joints and other stuff. Alright, so got 2 of these cut out. The other one's hot. Believe it or not, it's like I cut it and it was really hot. I'm grinding it. I picked it up because I was like, oh, that's the cool one. And of course, you grabbed the wrong one, always. But we took this over there, measured it, and from, if we put the shock up here somewhere, kind of like our other shock mounts, it is almost going to make up for that 4-inch difference from the frame. So we don't have to do a drop down or anything like that, because the tube, the metal tubing, it's actually more costly than this stuff, like I said. But what we'll do is I've got 2 of these cut like that. It's always sitting the wrong way, and all this is just tacked on. Got both of these, so we'll put them like this, and our shock down between it, and I'll put a metal brace or something like that on it to hold it there, because I know somebody's gonna be like, well, it's gonna bend or something. Well, I'll fix it so it won't bend. We'll put some gussets or something like that on it. So, got that. Unless I can find 1-inch metal tubing, because this is an inch, so we need, a 1-inch square. So, I can make a notch out of this. If not, we'll still use this. So, from this side, it's going to be 7 inches tall. So, I measured on this. This is well, I'm supposed to use here, but, measure here. We're going to go up to about 7. It's roughly going to be about this tall, so that's where I'd cut it. So basically, both our shocks will be mounted the same height. Easy to do, but this is the only piece of metal I have left, so we're kind of out of luck today. But doing this makes it so we don't have to do a giant drop down on the frame over there, which is okay. Because, really I wanted a hoop, but we're going to do it this time. This is our first go around learning how to do everything. So I think we're doing okay. Probably not, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. But anyways, I'll have to make the shock mounts probably a 1/2 inch longer than what I made the rear. So it does kind of make up for a little bit. But other than that, we're on track. So as soon as I get some more metal, I can make these brackets. The shocks to be able to mount it. We'll have the front axle where we want lined up, well, the top ones. The next one will be making the 4-link for it, which that means we're getting close. The actual 4-link and everything, I gotta make the plate for the motor mount, but I'm gonna do all that after I get like the 4-link and the axles aligned, because then I can go back and start putting stuff on there like the steering and everything. And I actually kind of have an idea for a steering. You can actually buy like a steering kit kind of for like a go-kart. So it's got like the U-joints and everything, and now here has like the steering thing, so when you turn it, it kind of like that. So I'm thinking if I can mount a motor on top of that, almost where the steering wheel goes, like make a bracket, we can actually just use that. Because if you hit the motor or whatever, it turns it this way, and then it'll turn it that way. So I think that might be what we'll actually do. I don't know yet, because I do want to turn pretty quickly and not super slow. So if I don't use that, then I'll just make kind of like a tie rod or something to connect to this, because this is actually the steering knuckle for it. So if I can't design that, then we'll just end up using it like this. And of course we gotta get a longer rod and everything. But we are actually we're on target of what we're building. So when all the parts get here and stuff, we'll start back on this. But in the next vlog, everything goes alright, I'm gonna start working on my first gen again until we get parts of this so I can finish this up and we're done with the power wheels. Because I want to have it done and be able to go drive around the yard. Yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's not a lot going on in this video, but a lot of times it's more planning than anything. But we kind of have a plan now for our shocks, so the front end will be mounted up in the next video. But anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you punch that subscribe button. This is Ghost.
And Katie.
And we are out of here. Make sure to get a hat. Camouflage is the best, I'm telling you, because you know you don't see it all dirty and greasy. Yeah, ghostworkshop.com. Woo! America. I'm out of here.